Hello and welcome to week 12 to Introduction of Criminal Investigation. This will be our last week of lessons before our Thanksgiving break. I've made it so that this assignment won't be due until way after the Thanksgiving break. I know that everybody's been through a lot, and I just want to show my appreciation for your efforts and the time. I know it's a very trying time now, particularly now with the spike in the number of positive cases here, both within the state and on campus. I really think that everybody needs that break, and that's why I'm going to put this thing up now for those that want to do that. But those of you that want to take more time and just relax during the break, you'll be able to do that as well, because this assignment won't be due until the end of the middle of December and doing that. So just a heads up on that. I've increased the points on this to give you everybody to get some more points towards getting a good grade. You should be able to do good on these answers. It's just looking up certain things. We're going to be talking about terrorism. It's a hot topic that really started with the bombing of the Mirror building in Oklahoma with the arrest of Timothy McVeigh, where we had what's called a domestic terrorist. And then along with the 9/11, with the World Trade Center, and also the plane crash in Washington D.C., as well as in Pennsylvania, and then looking at the Boston Marathon, those bombings. We're going to highlight the Oklahoma bombing and the Boston Marathon bombing, and what it takes to do a successful investigation of that. Within the Oklahoma bombing, I've put on the module that you're going to be linked into a special Oklahoma bombing module to be able to study and look at that case. I can remember vividly when the day that happened is that I was down in New Orleans and just walking into a convenience store, and all of a sudden it was really quiet in there, and everybody was looking at a TV set that was up behind one of the cash registers, and a bombing had just occurred. The one thing that happened with there is that it ended up being really, really good investigatory police work in finding the rental truck and who rented it, and the fact that Timothy McVeigh was stopped by a state trooper shortly afterwards. And there's an interview there with one of the that you can click on that module for Oklahoma bombing, where one of the special agents in charge talks about how the trooper stopped McVeigh's car for a motor vehicle violation where he didn't have a proper number plate, and to come up with the fact that he was the actual bomber leaving the scene, and how they did follow good policy and procedure, and what they did after when the arrest and brought him there, and got his clothing that ended up being very good evidence with that. And so it's a real interesting thing. It's a very sad thing because there were children in that federal building, innocent bystanders, and it just got us aware of the fact that we can have domestic terrorism. And it was all related to a case where the FBI had taken action against a radical group, and this was the payback for that. So you can look at that. Looking at the Boston Marathon case, we're going to focus in on bombs, because that's one of the things that most terrorists, whether they're international terrorists or domestic terrorists, is that's one of the choice weapons that go on there. So the Department of Homeland Security has really worked hard to address that. We can look at, I have posted in the module how the Department of Homeland Security has evolved to look out for the safety of our country and the different people that are involved in doing that, and also the fact that they work very hard. One interesting thing that I've posted there is how, when you have a bomb, how you reconstruct it, how you reconstruct the bombing. That was taken from a PBS documentary called Manhunt, the search for the marathon bombers. It just shows the meticulousness and the science that's involved in investigating a terrorist attack and bombing, and how all that works there. And then there's something that, as a result of that, is the See Something, Say Something program, and things that we can do as citizens to look out for terrorists, to be able to have an avenue where we can notify someone, to be able to look at different characteristics. There's a very good study in this module about characteristics of terrorists, kind of doing danger assessment on them the same way we did it with the domestic violence case, but also looking at the personality traits that they have in doing that, and also the things that we as citizens can just look for in situations where there may be a terrorist attack. And this has been very true in a lot of other cases where people have spotted things and prevented terrorist attacks in doing that, and how we always have to be aware of what's going on around us, and not being afraid to call the proper authorities to do that. So I'm just looking forward to seeing your responses to that, and to see that we do have things in place to work for dealing with terrorists. But first and foremost, again, I want you to have a really good Thanksgiving holiday with your friends and your families, to stay safe and healthy, and to come back all charged up for just final few weeks of the semester. So once again, please stay safe and healthy out there, and enjoy your break. And I'll look forward to seeing the work when you do it, and when you decide to do it. So take care.